What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and today we're going to be talking the final game of Week 13 on a Tuesday, NFL takeaways from the Ravens versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now, when you're looking at the score right now, you're probably saying, yo, look, it probably was a nip-tuck game, you know what I'm saying, and it got out of hand late. No, earlier on, the Cowboys came out with a lot of fight. All right, but unfortunately, coming out early doesn't mean you're going to do anything throughout the entirety of the game. It's a 60-minute game. You got to bring it every quarter. Unfortunately for us, we've been seeing this from the Cowboys. They just don't bring it every quarter. Let's go ahead and break a couple things down. I'm sick and tired of Ezekiel Elliott. Now, a lot of you guys that are Cowboy fans, you're still like on the fence about it. I think it's time for them to either, move on from him or figure out a way to get somebody else in there, because he, like, with the exception of like one or two plays, he didn't look like he had any fight in him, bro. And it's like the game slows down. Now, look, remember, I know their offensive line is not as good, but I also think that Zeke is not as good. That's what my point is. Like, I don't care about these young men going out there and getting their money, but I do believe that they owe something to the team, to their teammates, and to the fans to go out there and do stuff. This guy, ever since Dak got injured, he's been like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He's going out there, he's fumbling, he's doing weird stuff. I don't know what he's doing. I will tell you this, though. Tony Pollard only had 8 carries, 22 yards. I think if Tony Pollard gets a little bit more of the carries, he will do a lot more. That's just my opinion. Just watching the game and trying to understand it, because it looks like he has energy. Like, Zeke just looks like a fullback that just had 5 sandwiches, and he's like, look, I'm just trying to just, act like I'm moving something. He doesn't hit the hole right. It's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I'm starting to get sick and tired of it. And it's really aggravating me, and I just wanted to let you guys understand that. Like, I've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, like each game to game and stuff like that. Is just not working out, dude. Like, you could pretty much, in this league right now, you can win without a decent running game, but you can't win by paying somebody this much money, and he's just not doing anything because it's just dead weight on your cap, bro. Like, he's not that good anymore, and I don't know what happened. I really don't understand. It was one time where I really thought he was really, really good. That's over, dude. And look, at the running back position, you don't just come back and just start running around and doing whatever you want. Like, this dude looks like he's out of it. And I don't know what it is, but like I said, it is what it is. Andy Dalton, 285 yards, 31 of 48. He threw that pick to Patrick Queen. Michael Gallup is a really good receiver when he wants to be. Obviously, Amari Cooper is going to show up whenever he feels like, but he did have a touchdown, 43 yards. Michael Gallup, 86 yards, 11 targets, 7 receptions. CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards, 9 targets, 6 receptions. Schultz, 44 yards, 4 receptions, 4 targets. Overall, this team, they have decent talent, but we were taught, like I said, were they still losing with Dak? Yes, but it didn't look as bad. Like, they would like at least show like some fight towards the end. Like how Dak Prescott was like the major, comeback king, but he would just lose the game anyway. And we knew that they weren't as good, but it looked like they could do stuff. Now they just look like trash. To be honest, they're a terrible football team. And, Mike McCarthy is showing that Aaron Rodgers and the other quarterbacks that he had that are going to be Hall of Famers, those guys were what drove his name. I don't see how they can justify keeping him. I know he's under contract, but pretty much you and I, or whoever else is listening to this podcast, we could step in and do a better job than Mike McCarthy with the decisions that he's been making. Now, we're going to talk about Zeke Zuerlein. This was very, very hard for me to watch because he continuously missed field goals at times where, his team really needed him. And I want you guys to understand that. I run a fantasy team for one of my friends, and he's our kicker. So he hasn't always been this bad, but watching it, I don't think that this is a guy that you should have anymore. Just let him go. With all those, bro, the dude is 1 of 4, dude. Like, what are you, dude, are you serious? Like, what exactly are you doing? I don't know what he was doing, but you can't do that. When your team is struggling as a kicker, your only job is to not do what he was doing. And for some reason, this guy just came out like, you know what? I'm a Dallas Cowboy. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, everybody's used to just going out there and just playing like garbage. I don't understand what this guy was doing. And I would be shocked. Like, this is where you make an example. I know he's a decent kicker, but you got to find somebody else. You got to go get somebody else. I don't care who you get. Go get Chad Johnson. Like, it doesn't even matter. Get Ocho Cinco, dude. Like, whatever. But just get somebody else, because that's disgusting. Look, watching that, I really, really felt for the Cowboy fans. I had to tweet it out. Because, yeah, you guys are delusional as Cowboy fans, but you don't deserve that. You don't deserve a kicker going 1 for 4, dude, in a game like that where it looks like if you make a field goal, you can still be in it. And he just keeps missing them. dude, I feel for all you guys, you Cowboy fans, man. Like I said, I don't accept the fact that you guys are absolutely delusional, but at the end of the day, you guys, look, man, you love your team, and that's fine. That's beautiful. But you guys don't deserve that. That guy has to go, and so does Zeke. Or take a lot less money and let Pollard do what he's doing. Lamar Jackson now. I want to talk to you guys about this because when you look at his passing numbers, 12 of 17, 170 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, he's gonna have games like that where it looks pedestrian, and then he's gonna have 13 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. And then he's gonna break records with the amount of pass yards and rushing yards and stuff that he has because he's special. And when you watch them on 4th down just run through the whole defense, I'm telling you right now, it's a new era of these athletes. And that guy is, he's grown so much in the passing game that it's unbelievable. And once he's able to just really just lock in, calm down, and just know that he is that dude. Like I said, I've been watching this young man for a while since he's come into the league. I've watched his lows, I've watched his highs go to MVP. He's gonna get there. And when he gets there, GG's in the chat. Listen, guys, I'm telling there's certain players that you just know, like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson gonna be fighting each other for like forever in the AFC. I'm just like that's the future of what's gonna be happening in this league because they're both so immensely talented. You just don't know like what's gonna go on. As far as tight ends go, Darren Waller. These are exciting stories. Beating an addiction and stuff like that. Once you realize and your mind gets it in, like, this is what I am, this is what I do. The rest of the world just got to sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, Michael Jordan was cut from his junior high school team, whatever, bro. When he got into that zone, from college to the NBA, he realized, like, look, I'm that dude. We see what happens. They just have to tap into their greatness. But like I said, I just don't want people to think, oh, yeah, he had this bad game. He made some really, really good throws. That one to Hollywood Brown on the left side in the corner was really, really good. Boykin, he saw him open. It's a lot of things that he's starting to come into his own. And the Ravens play good enough defense where they can beat anybody. So if you're like, the Titans were good last year in the playoffs, they were able to contain him and not make him run. That's the big thing. If he can't run, can he beat you with his arm? That's what we have to wait to see. But my God, is it beautiful to watch this young man run. Like, listen, to watch him run is more exciting than anything else that's going on in the game. To be honest with you, I don't even want him to pass. Like, he reminds me so much of Michael Vick, but I think he's a better Michael Vick, believe it or not, because I think he's faster and he's quicker. And Michael Vick had the bigger arm, but this guy, bro, like when he gets out in front, the jukes and the moves that he's doing, it's like these are top level athletes. This is the highest tier, and he's making them look like we're playing flag football with a bunch of drunks. Look, it's a beautiful thing to see. Either way, the Ravens take care of business. The Cowboys are who we thought they were. Zeke and Zuerlein, we got to start there. Then we'll start looking at the other players that we got to get rid of. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.